Yo, there, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back my fellow pixelators, and that's right, as you can see by today's title, finally, as promised, I'm finally going to be doing a video talking about how I'm going to be doing suggestions on the channel. Now, potentially one of your suggestions could be the next micropixel tutorial build that I do on the channel. Now, just before we get started talking about how I'm going to be doing suggestions on the channel, I just want to say one thing, and I'm going to say it really quickly. If you have a suggestion in mind, and you potentially want a certain character to be done next to a Minecraft Pixel tutorial build, then you're going to want to make sure you watch all of today's video. Now, I know it might not be the most interesting video in the world, because, it's just me talking, but with that being said though, make sure you watch all of today's video, because this is the only way I'm going to be doing suggestions through, because I've always needed a way to filter in and filter out suggestions to make it really fair, and always do it on a specific day or specific video upload, which again, I'll be going through all the details later on. But with all of that being said, make sure to go and hit the like button as well. Also, make sure to go and subscribe and become an absolute legend, just like all my other subscribers. And again, thank you for all the support lately. It's definitely been amazing, and again, I'm very happy that I finally get to do this video to finally kind of give back towards my subscribers and do some suggestions for you guys. Now, with all of that being said, let's get started in our first topic. So then, what's the first topic that I'm going to be talking about right now? The first topic I'm going to talk about is what I'm going to be using to put all the suggestions on. Or to be specific, I'm going to put 4 suggestions on, and you're going to vote for whichever one you want to see the most out of those 4 suggestions. Which again, I'll talk more about that side of things later on, but what we're going to use for doing a suggestion specifically on is I'm going to be using the YouTube community page. And I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed to the channel, because thanks to all those people that subscribed, we hit 500 subscribers, which means we now unlock the community page. So what is the YouTube community page? That a lot of you are probably wondering what it is. What the YouTube community page is essentially something like Twitter, where you get to post something on there, but the only difference is it's more towards the community. So on Twitter, you would post something saying like, I had this for breakfast, and instead on the YouTube community page, it would be more like, what did my subscribers have for breakfast? And you guys would get to engage with that post that I said, and you could comment down on that post saying, I had this for breakfast. Obviously, I'm not going to be using it to ask you what everyone had for breakfast, but that's kind of how it works, and you can kind of see it's more aimed towards the community and then more just about your personal self. So that's why the community page is really cool. It's a really good way for me to engage with my audience members, aka my subscribers. So with all of that being said, where can you find the community page? Now, there's 2 ways you can find the community page. The first way is either by clicking on my YouTube channel, and that's basically where you can see all the videos, you can see the about section, you can see the description, and all that sort of stuff. And basically, the community would be then another category in there, so you would see it there. Now, you won't see the community as a category quite yet by the time this is being uploaded, and the reason for that being is because not even I can see it yet as well, and the reason for that is because you have to wait for like a week after you hit 500 subscribers until you can see the community page, so I can't even use it yet, but you will see it soon within the next 3 to 4 days, which I can't remember exactly when I hit 500 subs, but it should be within the next 3 to 4 days or so. But again, thank you for that. And with that being said, the other way you can find the community page is sometimes when you scroll down on your YouTube homepage, you would sometimes see a category where there's a bunch of community questions being asked in there. And when I say community questions, it's only specifically from people you are subscribed to or people who you watch. So that's only the questions you would see. You wouldn't see any random ass other YouTuber that you're not subscribed to or don't watch community posts. It would just be specific people you are subscribed to and people who you watch. But the easiest way is just by clicking on my YouTube channel and you see community there. But again, you won't see it yet because we have to wait till a week to actually use it. Or essentially I use it and everyone can engage with my posts or so. Now then, with all of that being said, what are we specifically going to be using on the community page actually for suggestions? So this is where we're actually going to get into the fun things. This is where I'm now going to be talking about what we're going to be using and when I'm going to take in suggestions and what suggestions I want from you guys first and then after, because there's a bit of a twist of things and you understand what I mean later on, but don't question anything yet, just make sure you watch all of the video, and that's why I say at the start, make sure you watch all of it, because it might sound a bit weird what I'm about to say, but what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using this voting system. And what is this voting system? Essentially, it's something like I can ask a question and I can put 4 answers down to that question, and you click on whichever answer you think is the right answer. Obviously, that's not specifically how it's going to be used. It's more going to be like, out of these 4 characters, which one do you want to see the next most? And you would click on whichever one you want to see next built into Minecraft. And when you click on that one you want to see the most, you would then see a percentage on all the others, and you could see which one's the most popular currently. So you could see like the top one's got like 30%, the other one's got 20%, and obviously it's out of 100%. So I would then choose after 24 hours which one is the most popular, which that's basically how it's kind of going to work. Now then, let's actually get into how I'm going to be taking in your suggestions, or essentially when I'm going to be taking your suggestions and what suggestions I'm going to be taking in. So I think first thing first, let's say when I'm going to take in the suggestions. So when I'm going to be taking in suggestions is every time on a final part of a video. For example, we just finished Team 7 Eyes, and at the end of Team 7 Eyes, which was final part 24, I would say put down in the comment section down below and put down your favorite anime title you want to see a character from next. So this is where I said it's going to get a bit weird, because I'm asking for an anime title and not a character suggestion. Now do not worry, as I said, you need to listen to all of this video and we will be doing a character suggestion, or essentially I'm going to be taking a character suggestion from you, but we will be doing that later on. The reason why I want to take an anime title instead of a character first is because it makes it a lot more funner, because I can essentially do some fun things like put down in the comments down below your favorite romance anime title, and then I would choose 4 of the most popular anime romance titles and put that into a vote thing. That's essentially how I take in, by the way, the comments down below. And we can do other categories obviously as well, so I can do action, I can do adventure, I can do harem, and it just makes it a lot more funner. It adds a bit more variety and adds a bit more twist to the things, and that's why I'm taking an anime title. And obviously, as you heard, I just said like a minute ago or so, I essentially said I'll be taking in 4 of those most popular anime titles and putting that into a vote. So essentially, after 24 hours, after that final part of the video has finished, after 24 hours, I would go and look at the comments. I would look at all the anime titles that I see. Again, if you put any character suggestions, I'm just going to completely ignore it, because that's not what I want. I want anime titles. Again, we do character suggestions after. I'll explain that later on. But I would look at the 4 anime titles, and I would choose 4 of the most popular anime titles I see a lot. So I would look at the ones that got loads of likes on them, loads of replies saying, I like this one too, I would like to see this one too, or along those lines. And I would put those 4 and put that into a vote. Then after I put those 4 anime titles into a vote, what's going to happen is everyone that's watching basically the video, or everyone who's wanting to vote, you would go to the community page and you would look at the 4 anime titles, and you might not like any of the anime titles, and that's fine. If you don't like any, that's perfectly fine, because not everyone's going to like every anime title, and you might look at those 4 titles and you might only like one. If you like one of them, you're going to vote for whichever one you like, and if you like all 4 of them, then you're just going to vote for your favorite one. Obviously you can only vote once, as you're going to vote for which one you want to see the most. For example, let's just say these are the 4 anime titles, for example here. So I'm going to say Naruto's 1, One Piece is 1, My Hero Academia is 1, and Demon Slayer is 1. Now I'm just going to go simple like we've always done on the channel. Well, currently ones that we're doing a lot now, which I got a feeling the next suggestion is definitely going to be Demon Slayer, but I'm just going to go for this one for now. And let's just say Naruto was the one that you voted for. And if you vote for Naruto, what you're going to do is you're going to comment down on that post. So you can comment down on my post and you can say a character suggestion then. So that's when I want a character suggestion. And what I want you to comment down is, when you basically click on the comments, I want you to comment down below a character for Naruto that you want to see. So this is where the character suggestions come in. So you're going to ask for a character from 4 of those series to whichever one you voted for, and you can also like other people's comments and reply to other people's comments as well. And obviously after 24 hours, after that vote is finished, I would see which vote is the most popular, and whichever one's the most popular, again, for example, let's just say Naruto was the most popular because it had 35% of the votes. I would then look at the comments down on that post, and I would then look at the Naruto characters that were basically suggested, and I would choose 4 of those Naruto characters. I would then put that into a vote. Then after 24 hours after that vote has finished, that would be the next character. Now obviously that's kind of a lot of hours in between the final part of the video and then vote 1 and then vote 2, and obviously I'll be having a video during that time, so there will still be content, within that 3-day span, and obviously it takes time to design this stuff and to build this stuff as well, so there'll always be content during that time. Essentially, it would be like a previous suggestion that we already did, but that's how everything is going to work. Now, there's a couple of things I want to explain in a bit more detail, to a bit more kind of stuff you need to kind of follow in terms of rules, I would say. So when I said put down your favorite anime title, so essentially there is another reason to why I also do an anime title, and the other reason to why I do anime titles first is because what I'm going to be doing is essentially that anime title is going to basically have a skipped turn that won. For example, I said Naruto won. Naruto cannot be the next anime title theme for another character suggestion in the next Minecraft Pixel Art suggestion that I do on another final part of the end of that Naruto video. And the reason for that is because I want to make it as in more content. I want to do in terms of, I want to do more variety of different designs from different anime series. So this just makes it a lot better, and it just gets skipped a turn like Uno, where you use a skip card. So it can't be in the next one, but it can be in the next one. Naruto can be done again. But obviously, that's not to say that it would be a game, because it could be a completely different title after that as well. But essentially, the winner can't be the next title again and again and again. It gets skipped a turn, so another title gets to have a character from there instead. So I get to add, again, more variety in there. Now, when I also say comment down your favorite anime title, this would make it a lot easier if you only comment down one anime title. Now, this doesn't mean you can't reply to other comments and say, I like this title as well. If it's a different title to your suggestion, you can do that. But the reason why I only say one anime title is because if you put two anime titles, it's hard for other audience members to reply saying, I like this title as well, because I don't know which one they like, because you put two anime titles. So please only put one anime title, and also please don't put a character suggestion then. Put your character suggestion on when we do a vote thing. Again, for those that are all kind of confused how this is going to work, it really is really simple, but I do understand because I don't put things to best in words. But once you actually do it once, you kind of understand a bit more. But I think it should be quite easy to follow, but again, I do apologize, my words aren't to the best explanations. And also, with that note being said as well, the same thing kind of applies for character suggestion as well. Only put down one character suggestion, because again, if someone likes that character, for example, you put down, I like Naruto and Sakura, that's what I want built next, someone's going to be like, oh yeah, I like Naruto, or just saying, I like that too, but I don't know which character they're talking about, and I can't really choose two characters from one person, or two anime titles from one person, because that just would make it unfair for others. Obviously, I want to choose 4 different anime titles from a bunch of different people, because it just makes things a lot fairer, it makes it a lot more nicer, and a lot more funner overall as well. So that's why, again, it's not like really any like strict rules or anything like that, it's just some simple things to follow to make it nice and fun and fair for everyone else as well watching the content. But yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to be doing suggestions, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me down below in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. And also comment down below and let me know what you think about this new suggestion method. Again, I know I might not explain it in the best way possible, but if you do have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I'll try and answer it to the best that I can. But with all of that being said, when will be the first vote I'm going to be doing to when I'm going to be taking the anime titles? As I said, I'm going to be doing it every time on the final part of a video. Obviously, I can't do it on Team 7 Eyes because that's already finished, and we don't even have the community page yet because, again, we still kind of got to wait a couple more days till we get that. But the next one will be on the next Minecraft Pixel Art tutorial that I finish. That will be the next one. So again, look for if you don't like the build, that's completely fine for the next one I do, but make sure you wait and got notifications on so you can see when it's the final part and put your suggestion then. But with all of that being said, I think the last thing I'm going to explain today is some new content for the channel. And that's right, I'm going to be bringing in some more content to the channel. Now, I still want to keep it kind of relatively themed to what we do, and I've actually got a new gaming setup, and maybe if you want to see a video on my setup, let me know down below in the comments. That might be pretty cool. I've actually got a really nice setup. It's not my dream setup, definitely a lot more upgrades I want to make to that, but getting back onto topic, I'm actually going to be doing time lapses again as I have a nicer setup, and I can actually now do time lapses again, so I'm going to be doing a lot more time lapses, which means I'm actually going to be doing suggestions as well for time lapses, and obviously after a time lapse finish, well, it's finished, or I can do a suggestion every time on a finish time lapse. I'm just going to be doing a bunch of time lapses as well on the channel. So even if you just want a build to maybe be built, you've got a higher chance for it to be in a time lapse than a tutorial as well. But make sure you comment down your suggestions on both. But I'm going to be doing a lot more time lapses, so if you just like the art side of thing, then make sure to comment down suggestions on the time lapses. I'll be doing a lot more of those, and also shorts as well. I'm going to be doing some shorts as well, on the channel. So that means I'll be doing more suggestions on there as well. And essentially, what's going to happen there is it's just not going to be in the time lapse, and it would be like out to fast and then a time lapse, and then a time lapse would be shortly after a short. So I'm going to be doing a lot more content on the channel. And also let me know down below in the comments if you want to see any other more kind of different content in terms of maybe just different gameplay. I do love Pokemon, and I also kind of want to start streaming soon, but again, I don't really have the setup, I think, for streaming, because I use a laptop, and not to say a laptop's impossible to use, but I much would prefer to use a PC, but we'll see. Anyway, with all of that being said, before I even upgrade anything, I really got to upgrade this mic, which I'm probably already going to do like today or maybe tomorrow, because I really should think about it. But with all of that being said, I'm not going to speak any longer. Again, thank you for watching the video, and comment down below what you think of this new suggestion method. I think it is going to be a great idea, especially once it gets started. Once you get used to it, you understand how it works. But yeah, again, I'm not going to waste any more time. Without further ado, if you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and become an absolute legend like all my other subscribers. And I'll see you in the next one. So without further ado, peace out, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.